Welcome back to Insibles, everyone. So I'm going to go over 3 stocks with you guys. I'm going to go over AMC. We mentioned this one on Saturday over the weekend, saying if we did break over 23, then we could be seeing 28. And sure enough, we did break over 23 today. We broke up to about 29, looking to see if we can get over 30. And then we did break over 165 with GME that we did mention last week. And sure enough, we had that continuation jumping up over 180 today. And then we had a nice breakout from pre-market with DATS in the Insibles room. I'm going to go over exactly how this one played out today and what we would be looking for to have a continuation with DATS. Now, before I jump into this, if you guys do like this video, it does help with refinement and it does help the channel grow, and I do appreciate it very much. And hit subscribe, hit that bell notification if you do want to see chart updates that I mention every single day throughout the week. So let's jump into this one. Now, jumping into the daily chart with you guys here on AMC, again, we did mention last week that we did need to break over $23 and get that confirmation on buy pressure. As you guys can see, we did break above our previous buy pressure point that we were looking for, and we did have that continuation on momentum, which gave us that continuation. Now, as you guys can see here, we do have our trend line that we did draw from the very top of our breakout that we had previously, hitting as many wicks to the downside as we can, and sure enough, we did break over this point that we were looking for. Not only breaking this trend line, but also breaking a very key point that we had consolidation and a continuation on down from, mentioning that we could be testing 28 because we had previous consolidation at this point, a continuation on down from this point. So what I'll be looking for from here is to see if we can hold $30. We did break up to 29 right before going to extended hours, so we do need to see if we can hold $30 as a psychological resistance to have a continuation on this momentum. We will be looking to see if we can continue on past $30 going to tomorrow. Again, we do need to hold $30 if we do continue on past $30 because the market had a spike. And then we do continue on down on a major rejection. We are going to watch out for that, making sure we do get confirmation on volume. As you guys can see, we do have an increase in volume today, and we also do have that increase again on buy pressure that gave us that confirmation that we were looking for. Now, one thing I really do like here is that we do have our EMA lines pointing up here, crossing above our MACD, so it does show us that we still could continue. Again, we did mention the RSI last week, and we were looking to see if we can continue because we had our RSI pointing up. We were not overbought, and now we are overbought, so it does show us that we could get rejected. So again, we're going to be careful at these levels. Making sure we get increases in momentum is going to be very key from these levels. What I would be looking for to have a nice continuation like we did from 23 to 28 is to break over 35. Again, we need to hold 35 to continue on up. If we cannot hold 35 to continue on up, I know you're thinking, why not $30? Well, the reason why is because, as you guys can see, we have a gap down and a continuation on down from this point from 35 to 30. So I definitely would be careful. This would be the higher risk zone, as I would call it, because if we do not continue on past 35, then in my opinion, we are looking more bearish than bullish as far as lower highs. So we're going to keep an eye on AMC. Making sure we do hold $30 going to tomorrow is going to be very key. Now, jumping into GME with you guys, again, we did mention if we did break over 165, a very similar pattern that we did draw from the very top of our major breakout previously, and hitting our wicks, coming over to the side here, looking to see if we can break over 165 to have that major reaction to the upside. Sure enough, we did. We broke over 165. We broke up to 190 today. So just like we're looking to see if we can hold $30 with AMC, I would be looking to see if we can hold 200 here. And if we can continue on past 200, I would be looking to see if we can continue on past our 230 mark. We have a doge candle that came out at this point in time. We could not hold the body of the candle above this point. And as you guys can see, this is the higher end of our wick. So we would be looking to see if we can continue on past this wick that we had previously and have a possible gap up to our previous continuation that we had here at 343. So if we can get past 330, then we could possibly see a continuation if we do increase in buy pressure. Looking at our RSI here, as you guys can see, again, we are overbought. So again, there is no telling if we could possibly get rejected at this point. We did have our RSI that was pointing up before going into this week. So therefore, it did show us that we still could continue. And now we are overbought. So it does show us that we could get rejected. And I definitely would be careful. Again, making sure we do break over 200 will be very key. And holding above it, just like I mentioned on AMC, holding over $30 will be very key. If we do not hold above it and continue as far as entering late, I definitely would be careful if we do not hold it. But as far as holding from last week, I would be looking to see if we can hold over 200 on GME and looking to see if we can hold over 30 with AMC. If we get back under 28 with AMC, I definitely would be careful. Now, jumping into DATS with you guys here on the 5-minute chart again, we did mention their metaverse and NFT news in pre-market. We had a nice continuation from about $1.65, had a continuation all the way up to $3.22 on the day, over 100% overall on that breakout. Mentioned higher risk at about $2.93, looking to see if we can break over 3, broke over 3, jumped up to 322, mentioned higher risk at that point in time in the Insibles room. So as far as a continuation, I definitely would be careful here on DATS. Again, we had a major run We did have a pullback right before going to extended hours, creating lower lows, showing us that we could be retracing from that extension that we had today. So I definitely would be careful. As you guys can see here on the RSI, again, we are pointing down. We are not oversold. So it does show us that we still could continue to the downside. So as far as a continuation, we do want to see if we can break over our 323 level that we got multiple rejections from. We came up, got rejected multiple times from. We mentioned again, higher risk at 322. And did not mention this throughout the day, did not mention this when we bounced off our 20-day moving average because, again, as you guys can see on our MACD, we had that decrease in buy pressure, having an increase in sell pressure at that point in time, showing us that we were not going to continue there. And sure enough, getting rejected, continued to get rejected, making sure we did not continue to mention this in the Instabills room so that way we did not get these pump fakes throughout the day. And that's what we do in the Instabills room every single day. And again, with that said, if you are a day trader or you are looking for intraday perspective breakouts throughout the day, go to instabills.com in the description below. And only for $15 a month, you guys will never miss a breakout alert today again. And again, all of you Instabills that have been supporting the channel, I appreciate every one of you guys every single day. We will continue to go at it, stay green, making sure we do stay patient and letting the plays come to us as always. And again, if you guys do like this video, it does help if you find it and it does help the channel grow. And I do appreciate it very much. And again, God bless you all, and I'll see you guys in pre-market.